Hello students, in this video we are going to study about the characteristics or the general characters of different phylums of animal kingdom. First phylum that we are going to cater today is phylum Porifera. So what are the characteristics of the phylum Porifera or the members of phylum Porifera? The phylum Porifera are commonly called as sponges. They are multicellular organisms. Because they are multicellular organisms, this shows that they are showing cellular level of organizations where the cells are loosely attached. These multicellular organisms are sessile or sedentary in nature. That means they cannot able to move and thus they grow like plants. The members of phylum Porifera are marine in nature, but there are few forms who are having the freshwater habitats. Now coming to the body of Porifera or sponges are cylindrical, asymmetrical, or they may have radial symmetry. They exhibit cellular level of organization with no distinction between the tissues and organs. They are diploblastic organisms. That means these organisms are having two types of germinal layers, that is ectoderm and endoderm, and mesoglia or mesenchyme is present in between ectoderm and endoderm. Now coming to the surface of the body. Their body surface is perforated by numerous pores, where the small pore is called ostrea through which water enters, and there are also the presence of few large openings that are called osculum, by which the water exits from the body. Now coming to the interior space of the body. The interior space of the body is called spongocoel, which is either hollow or it may have numerous canals that are lined together with the cells called choanocytes. This is an important cells that are present in the phylum Porifera, that is choanocytes or collar cells. These cells are present on the lining of the canals of water canal system. Now coming to the skeleton. The skeleton of the body consists of two types of substances. One is fibers and other is spicules. That is spongin fibers and siliceous spicules or calcareous spicules, where spicules are made up of calcium carbonate. Digestion. The digestion is intracellular since they are having cellular level of body organization. So the digestion is intracellular, that is digestion occurs within the cells of the organism. Being cellular in nature, the excretory, respiratory, nervous system or the sensory cells are absent in the members of phylum Porifera. Now reproduction. The reproduction occurs by two means. One is asexual, another is sexual. In case of sexual means of reproduction, it occurs by the formation of budding and another is by the gamete formation. Whereas in case of sexual reproduction, it occurs via fusion of ovum and sperms. The members of phylum Porifera or the sponges are hermaphrodite in nature. That means that the sex organs are not separate, they are present within the same organism. The fertilization is internal, but the development is indirect, where the larval stage is morphologically non-identical to the parent. That type of development is called indirect development. Now coming to the examples of sponges. The example of sponges are cycon, spongilla, cleona and clathrina. Next phylum that we are going to talk about is phylum Coelenterata or Cnidaria. Now coming to the general characters of the phylum Coelenterata or Cnidaria are, they are marine or freshwater forms, and they live in marine and freshwater habitats. These are the simplest animal group that has true tissues. Therefore, they exhibit tissue level of body organization. Coelentrates have a characteristic gastrovascular cavity which is called as coelentron, and because of the presence of this coelentron, they are called as the members of they are called as Coelenterata, and the members of this family are called as coelentrons. These coelentrons have a single opening on mouth called hypostome. This is the organism in which this is the single mouth called as hypostome, and they are surrounded by the tentacles, and to the tentacles there is a presence of needle shaped or needle like cells that are called as cnidoblast or cnidocytes. These cnidocytes are the stinging cells that are present at the tentacles, which helps the organism to protect from predator, and this, with the help of these stinging cells, they can immobilize or capture prey. This may also help to anchor themselves to the substratum. Now, this is the most important character of character of Cnidaria, and because of the presence of this cnidoblast, they are also called as Cnidaria or Cnidarians. The members are called as Cnidarians, and the phylum is called as Cnidaria. Now, they are diploblastic animals. That means they are having ectoderm and endoderm with mesoglia present in between the two germinal layers. They exhibit radial symmetry. The digestion in the phylum Coelenterata is either extracellular or intracellular. That means the digestion is going to be carried out either outside the cells or inside the cells. As we have already seen that there is a single opening called hypostome. So with this single opening, they are going to solve the entry and exit of the products. Like with the same opening, the food is going to be entered, and with that opening only the waste are going to expelled out from the body of coelentrons. Now, depending on their morphological forms, they are of two types. One is polyp, which is sessile or cylindrical form and contains exoskeleton and endoskeleton made up of calcium carbonate, like that of Hydra. And the other form is called medusa, which is free living form and umbrella shaped. The both forms, polyp and Hydra, are going to show alternate generation or the alternation of generation by producing polyp to medusa by sexual means, and again from medusa to polyp by sexual means they are going to exhibit alternation of generation, for example in case of Obelia. Coming to the examples of the phylum Coelenterata or phylum Cnidaria are sea anemone, Aurelia, that is called as jellyfish, Physalia, it is also called as Portuguese man of war, as they have used because of the presence of tentacles that contains the neurotoxins which immobilizes the prey. So that because of the presence of that cnidocyst, the Portuguese have used this organism in the war, so that is why it is called as Portuguese man of war. And another organism is called as sea pen, which is commonly called as sea pen and is having the botanical name as Pennatula. After phylum Coelenterata, we are going to study about the general characters of phylum Ctenophora. The members of Ctenophora are exclusively marine. They feed on plankton and swim with the help of cilia. They possess an important property, that is bioluminescence, in which the property of it is a property of a living organisms that can emit light. For example, that of Ctenoplana. The organisms show radial symmetry and are diploblastic in nature. That means they are having ectoderm and endoderm. They exhibit tissue level of organization. Now, as we have already talked about that they can swim with the help of cilia, so there are 8 ciliary plates present on the body of the organism of Ctenophora, which are called as comb plates, and these comb plates help in swimming, and because of the presence of these comb plates they are also called as comb jellies. Coelom is absent in the members of Ctenoplana, so they are called as acoelomate animals. Digestion is either intracellular or extracellular. There is a special organ for the senses that are called as statocysts, which are present on the outer surface of the body and helps in balance or for the equilibrium purpose. Other adhesive cells that are present on the body of the organism is coloblast, which helps in capturing their prey. Reproduction. In case of reproduction, the asexual reproduction is totally absent and sexual reproduction occurs with the help of ovum and sperm. They are hermaphrodite in nature, that means both the sexes are present in one organism. Fertilization occurs externally and development occurs in indirect means. Examples of phylum Ctenophora are Ctenoplana and Trinobacchia. Thank you for watching the video. In the next video, we are going to study about the other phylums. Thank you.